You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney theme parks podcast, and this is show number 330 for Sunday the 30th of August 2020.
Where dreams begin.
Well, hello and welcome to the Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jayne Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Jayne.
Hello there, Michelle. I've just noticed it's all threes and zeros, isn't it?
It's
the 30th, and it's the show 330. How weird is that?
in 2020.
In 2020. Yeah, weird. Sorry.
And it's August.
End of August. We're going back to work, Michelle.
Can we not talk about that?
Okay.
You know, between going back to work and not being able to have had a Disney holiday this summer, it's like someone's just stabbing me in the heart a little bit.
It does feel weird. I've been out for coffee with my work colleagues today, and it was like, what have you done then over the summer? Nothing. What have you done? Nothing. What have you done? Nothing. Oh, it's, that's how it goes though, doesn't it?
Well, with all that being said, and I've got to have my big girl pants on and say there is a worldwide pandemic and thousands of people have died, thousands of people have had their life, millions of people have had their life turned upside down because of this horrific event that we're living through. So, I've got to sort of try and put that on, but at the end of the day, it still smarts a little bit that, simple things like being able to go and give my mum a hug, I can't do.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We're all in the same boat, but it doesn't mean it doesn't suck any more than it already does.
Hang on a minute, we're not all in the same boat, sweetheart, because there are people who have got the boat, who have got the paddle, who've got the ice box of beers, and they're having a party of the time because they're ignoring what's going on around them.
Oh, yes, this is very true, and this is the frustrating element, isn't it? There's us that are doing as we've been told to the best of our abilities, and those that are making this just drag on for way longer than it needs to.
Anyway, welcome to the Disney Dream Girls, and we are going to be talking some Disney for you this week. Now, if you are one of our Patreon supporters, we are going to do a little bit of a special extra for you. We're going to talk about my trip report. So listen in to Patreons, and if you want to have access to this, why not consider supporting us via patreon.com/Disney Dream Girls, where for a few extra dollars or pounds or euros or shekels or whatever you pay your way in, you can get some extra Disney Dream Girls benefits and podcasts. And you don't just get the current ones, you get everything that's ever been produced on the Patreon channel. So it's a bit of a bargain. Right, Jayne, we are going to carry on with the show, and I have got a little bit of a Disney celebration today for you.
Oh, okay. What's that then?
On the 30th of August 1936, the very first cartoon strip solely devoted to Donald Duck was published in a newspaper.
Oh, okay.
So that's quite, quite some time
Significant.
ago. It is. So I thought I'd do a bit of research about Mr. Duck.
Okay.
And I am now going to see how well you know about Donald Duck in a fun game of Let's Quiz Jayne.
Yeah. You said you use the word fun game, but, who's having the most fun here, Michelle?
Well, our listeners can challenge themselves along at the same time and hopefully get a few more right. We shall see. There's 5 questions, so let's see how you do and how our listeners do. So the first one, what is Donald's full name?
Mr. Donald Duck.
He has a middle name.
Middle name, okay. Donald Dastardly Duck.
You're thinking ahead to our villains spectaculars that are going to be taking place in the parks in October season. No.
Okay. Does it begin with a D?
No.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a bit of alliteration going on. That's where the vibe I was going down.
See, I don't think Disney's alliteration game was as strong in the 1930s as it is now.
Is it not? Okay. I don't know, Michelle. What was Donald Duck's full name?
Well, I must admit, when I found this out, it did give me a little bit of a chuckle because my mum at times, when we were growing up, used to say to my brother, look at you sat there like little Lord Fauntleroy waiting for your food to be delivered to you. And it just made me chuckle. And the reason I've shared that story is that Donald Duck's middle name is Fauntleroy.
No.
It is indeed Donald Fauntleroy Duck.
I wouldn't even know how to spell Fauntleroy.
Oh, I do, because I've put it on the blog.
Well, there you go. First one, information learnt.
Well, it's all a learning experience for us all. Number 2. What year was the character Donald Duck created?
Sorry, there's going to be lots of pauses in this, Michelle. And you do realise as my brain has to suddenly try and work. And why do I feel like this has been a question on our Sunday afternoon quiz that I should probably know the answer to, and I don't? Well, 1932. I don't know.
Well, you did go before 1936 when his first cartoon strip was published.
Yeah.
So I like the logic. It's actually 1934.
Oh, it wasn't that far out.
Yeah, and did you know one of the artists who was credited for being a main creator of him, some may say Donald Duck's paternal figure, was an animator called Jack Hanna.
Yes.
And this gentleman also created something that was very, very close to my heart when I was growing up. Can you think of who that might be?
Is he Jack Hanna of Hanna and Barbera by any chance?
No. If you wanted the Hanna-Barbera animator, it's William Hanna.
Okay.
Because I immediately thought that.
So he created something that's close to your heart? Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah. He
Really?
went to the Walter Land studio and directed a number of films featuring Woody Woodpecker and some other minor characters. And he was also an assistant director for the television series The Woody Woodpecker Show.
And why is that close to your heart, Michelle?
Because I remember watching Woody Woodpecker when I was growing up, and I can remember me and my cousin pretending to do the voice of Woody Woodpecker and Donald Duck.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Are we moving on? You're not?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if our listeners have got 2 out of 2 so far.
All right, don't rub it in.
What was the name of the feature cited as being Donald's first appearance?
Oh, I have no idea. Don't ask me these historical questions because I don't know. Donald Duck Goes Bananas. I don't know.
It was The Wise Little Hen.
See, I still wouldn't have got it if I'd have known it. I wouldn't have remembered it.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
You might know the next one then. Can you
I don't know. Yeah.
any of the voice talents who have provided the voice of Donald Duck?
No.
None at all.
No, I don't know. I'm not very good on these things. I mean, Jim Cummings is a very famous voice artist, but I don't think he did Donald Duck.
He didn't.
No.
You've got Clarence Nash, Tony Anselmo and Daniel Ross.
No, I wouldn't have got them if I'd have tried.
Right. The next one, I am confident you are going to get a point.
Please don't say that, Michelle.
You are. I've got every confidence in you, Jayne.
Well, I'm glad you have because I haven't.
Can you name any of Donald Duck's relatives?
Huey, Dewey, Louie.
See? And what relativity are they to him?
They're his nephews.
Yeah. Any others?
Oh, we had his nieces, didn't we, the other day on the Disney quiz, and I can't remember because I didn't know the names then, and I still can't remember them now. Is Scrooge McDuck? Is that his uncle?
Scrooge, yeah.
Does Daisy Duck count because she's his girlfriend?
No, because she's not related to him.
Okay. So we've got Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, Louie. He's got 3 nieces as well, hasn't he? But I can't remember what their names are.
Well, I haven't got any nieces, but I have got a sister.
Oh, okay.
Della Duck.
No, never heard of that.
And I've got Ludwig von Drake, his
Oh,
other
of course,
uncle.
yes.
And then his family, his dad's family, were the Duck family, and his mum family was called the Drake family, which basically Drake and Duck.
Yeah, we know where that's going.
Yeah, so you got a point.
Yeah. All I've got going around in my head now is a DuckTales music.
Have you? I
Mm.
haven't.
Probably a good idea, really, not to.
Yeah. I must admit, I love going to meet Donald Duck because he's got such a good fun sense of fun about him.
Mm.
And you can meet him in so many amazing places, especially when you're over in Walt Disney World. You've got Mexico, you've got Dino Land, you've got the Silly Sideshow, and normally pops up about the entrance to Hollywood Studios as well.
Yeah.
In Disneyland Resort, you can normally find him around Main Street or over at DCA on Buena Vista Street, so he likes his streets a bit, does our Donald. In Paris, as you're going up towards the hub area, he tends to be in that meet and greet area over on your left.
Yes, yeah.
Sometimes he can plod around Fantasyland or Adventureland, and in the studios is at the production courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's normally a bit of fun, but
Guess about.
it's a bit of a shame there isn't anything more for Donald in the parks when you think he's got quite a long history. These princesses come along with a film in 2000s and whatever, they instantly get an attraction.
Yeah, I suppose it's this weird anomaly, isn't it? The fact that the quintessential Disney characters that everybody go, oh, Mickey and Donald and Pluto and Goofy, blah, 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 don't really have, apart from obviously being there as characters, and odd little bits, there's not that big a nod to them because it's easy to tie into the big franchises that we see nowadays, I suppose. But yeah, you would think it would be nice to give a little bit more of a, rather than just relying on the character meet and greets, having something else there substantial.
And don't get me wrong, you have got the Mexico Pavilion where they shoehorned in Donald Duck as much as they physically could. But it's not
Caballeros.
anything bespoke, dedicated to Donald. Which,
No.
Look how long poor Mickey and Minnie has waited for their runaway railway.
Well, this is it, isn't it? I'll say it tends to be like added on or a token rather than solely dedicated.
Rapunzel's got a toilet. Come on, let's give Donald something.
Okay.
Shall I start a go change org thing and sort of say Donald Duck desires to have something in the theme park?
Yeah, we might get things we don't want though then.
I don't
Or
know.
suggestions we don't want.
I don't care. I think he deserves something a little bit more. And I must admit, I love going around the hub areas in the park and finding the little statues and taking pictures and selfies with them because I think they are so cute.
They are, yeah, definitely.
That's a fun picture to take if you've not done that before.
Yeah.
Okay, we are now leaving the duck behind, flying off, and we're going to have a little look about Walt Disney World and Disneyland Paris and their offerings for the Halloween season. And obviously, Jane, we don't have anything for Disneyland at the moment because they are still closed.
Yeah, it's nothing really coming on the forefront. I know I saw a little bit the other day with like some the notice Perspex glass had been going up on the entrances to DCA and Disneyland, so kind of intimating that it might be happening. Because I think that area of California is not doing as bad as other areas of California as far as cases go, but who knows in these current climates? We just don't know, do we?
Yeah. I do know some of our lovely friends have made trips over to downtown Disney and had a little touch of Disney and stood around the entrance to Disneyland and, just listened into the beautiful music playing and taken pictures of the stunning Mickey Flora. Marla Chan went down. Susan Kelly. Oh my word, I've got to say a big thank you to Susan Kelly. I was desperate for the 65th happiest place on earth spirit jersey, Jane. I was killed for it. I'd even set my alarm clock one morning for 4 o'clock in the morning to get up nice and early to go check if it had turned up online because all these people have been buying them and sticking them on eBay for $110. So
naughty.
I tried, I couldn't get one. And Susan very kindly said, look, I'm going down there. Would you like me to pick you one up? She picked me one up. She posted it. It's arrived with the wonderful Anthony Markham, and he will be sending it over with some fabric that I ordered. Oh gosh, all the way back in April, and it's
crikey.
Starbucks Princesses. So I can't wait for that to turn up and get the old sewing machine
Yeah.
out and start running up some masks and a beautiful skirt.
Nice.
Although I must say, I tried my hand at mask making.
Did it not go well, Michelle?
Oh God, it's so darn fiddly.
Oh, well, I must admit, as we are recording this, I am waiting for my parcel to arrive today. I have succumbed and bought some official Disney face masks.
Yeah, I had a go, but I kept sewing the elastic the wrong way round, and then it's fiddly with the nose piece, and I gave up. And
Well, the thing is, we know very talented people that are very kind to us and provide them for us. And even if you're going to buy some online, there are quite a lot out there now, aren't they? And it's far quicker and easier, I find, to just click the enter button on my keyboard than it is to get my sewing machine out, to swear at it, to faff about and put it back again and not have anything to show for it at the end of it.
True. The lovely Angie Mills, oh my word, amazing lady, done so many masks for me. And also I got a lovely one sent through to me the other day from Caroline Gray of 101 Dalmatians, which is so cute.
Oh, nice.
I know. So I am going to be shipping out some fabric to somebody who's made me some masks before, so that I will have some masks for my Halloween Disneyland Paris trip.
Oh, nice.
I know. I was really, really giddy because I took her all these little bits that I had left. I said, this is my orange bird tiki fabric. Can you manage to make a mask? And she says, oh, if I sew this bit and sew this bit, yeah, I'll do it. I can do it. And then I gave her the amazing Star Wars fabric that is orange. So it's totally Halloween. So I'm so excited. Anyway, we're going to talk about what's going on in the parks.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
I just get distracted talking about, the now must-have things. And in Paris, the Halloween season starts on the 26th of February and runs through to the 1st of November. Sadly,
Quite short.
no soirees this year.
No.
Early park closings. No parades like we are used to, but they are character cavalcades.
Okay.
And obviously no fireworks.
No.
Now, the Rhythm of the Pride Lands had started up.
Yeah.
And a couple of times it has not been performed. Reasons have been rumoured all over social media, so I'm not going to repeat them. But as of today, when we're recording, it's not going on at the moment. So we'll see what happens with that one.
Yes, I noticed that it's been suspended, hasn't it, for the moment?
Yeah.
So.
Now, from my previous Halloween trip that I did with Mark Peter a few years ago, I recall the characters at Halloween are amazing. They really are fantastic.
I say this is the one thing that we know with DLP, isn't it? The characters at the best of times are pretty darn good, but Halloween, it's like up that level a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, now it's official and it's out and announced. I've known about this for a few weeks and I've not said anything. They are having an Ursula, oh my God, with tentacles and everything.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm kind of, after the geek maker in me that is by default because of my other lovely half, is really intrigued to see how they've managed it, how they're working it. Because ironically, I think when I realised this was happening, I'd seen a cosplayer online, and she'd actually got like tentacles that were all remote operated by how she moved her hands, and it was amazing. But it was for a completely different character that she'd done herself, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's what they're going to be doing for the, So I'm really intrigued. I want to know the behind the scenes now. That's how much of a geek I've turned into being.
Well, I'll see what I can find out for you, my lovely. So yeah, the characters are going to be out in their force, in their Halloween finery. And from what you heard back on show 328 from Daniel and Jamie, from when they went, they were really surprised with the quality of the character interactions that you were still able to have. And it looks like Disney are going to continue with this through this season that's up and coming.
Cool.
Now, If you pop over to our bloggeroonie, DisneyDreamGirls.com, you will see some pickies of the delectables that are on offer, and they have a green poison apple cup, which is a sipper cum fruit cup cum popcorn holder, whatever. I've got the red versions from Walt Disney World or Disneyland, I can't remember which one. I might be trying to get hold of this green one because it looks amazing.
Well, it'd be, you have to have them to match, don't you?
Yeah. And I'm seeing Ursula biscuits. I'm seeing sandwiches made with black bread and red bread and gooey blood things in the middle.
Ew.
And dark chocolate with cream on top and horns. It looks like Disney are trying their real best to up their food game over in Paris with the more novelty items, which would be really good to see.
Yeah, because they've always lacked in that department, haven't they? And they've got big shoes to fill when you look over at the American parks and what they produce. So it's nice to see them throwing a little bit more effort into something like this, because it's very quintessentially Disney, isn't it, to have these themed food offerings at the times.
Yeah. One thing I am hoping that they still do this year, I've not been able to find any mention of it on social media, but on my prior trip they had this gentleman there who normally does all the fruit carving for the Inventions brunch over at the Disneyland Hotel. Well, they had him carving pumpkins and he was amazing. So
Yeah.
I'd love to see if he was going to be around where there's some sort of socially distant way you could watch him. I don't know.
Yeah, you would think that would be possible, wouldn't you?
So moving away from Paris, let's hop over to Walt Disney World, and their Touch of Fall season starts on the 15th of September, runs through to the 31st of October. Now, normally what we would start seeing is during August, the Magic Kingdom is transformed into a Halloween spooky fall place.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be a bit delayed this year. It's sounding like it's going to be pared back, but Main Street will be decorated, and there's going to be an abundance of treats and merchandise to tempt you. And I am being very tempted over one particular item.
Oh, what merch-wise?
Oh, you know me and my merch.
Would it be a Spirit jersey?
It would be a Spirit jersey, yes.
Which one, Michelle?
Well, I'm kind of fancying the Walt Disney World Halloween one because it's got all the lettering done with Halloween type theme on the back, and I think that would be so cool.
Have you seen the Hades one as well, though?
Oh, my word. I'm in a Spirit jersey group on Facebook, and they've been going mad for the Hades jumper. Every day there's a post. Anyone seen it yet? Anyone seen it yet?
It does look cool, though.
Yeah. Admittedly, I really wanted the Boo Halloween one, which is brown and orange, but again, I've not been able to find it for love nor money.
No.
Hey ho. So yeah, an abundance of merchandise is going to be available, and I'm so excited. And I feel very blessed because our lovely friends David Maruka, fingers crossed he gets to go down on a trip, and Anthony Markham, he's going down on a trip, and we'll be able to hear back from them, share and revel on their trips, and have some photos to share about what it is like. I know our lovely friend Donna Quackenbush has just shared a whole host of pictures from her trip the other week. So it's so lovely that people will go out of their way when they're having a trip and share it for those who have got no chance of getting there.
Yeah, it's nice, and it's nice to see people able to get to the parks and enjoy themselves, and we can try and live a little bit through them, can't we?
So, Jane, the best thing about Walt Disney World this season, you'll never guess what?
I think I might, but go on, I'll let you take the glory.
You can go in a costume!
Yay!
I am so excited for the people who get to go into the Magic Kingdom and wear an outfit. Oh my word, it is so exciting, because normally this is resigned to your Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and even now my profile picture is from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party as being dressed as Snow White, because it is an amazing outfit. I am so excited for other people who are able to do this.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea on Disney's part in all sense, because the fact that they recognise it's not going to be the same season as we would do, normally. Normally by now we're probably about 4 or 5 easily parties in, aren't we? I would imagine. So the fact that they turned around and said, you know what? Yeah, putting on a costume, it's not that big a deal, really. Let's have some fun with it. I think it's a great idea.
Now, I'm not being a Mrs. Party Pooper here, but Disney have said you have to follow some rules.
Yeah.
So it's got to only be between the 15th of September and the 31st of October.
Yeah.
And it's only the Magic Kingdom during regular park hours.
Yeah, that's fair enough then.
So you can't turn up at Hollywood Studios.
No.
And basically they said we encourage creativity, but we also value safety and good judgment. So in other words, I don't think they're going to be really asking you to turn up as Princess Leia in the gold bikini, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. They've also said that if a person turns up wearing attire that is considered inappropriate or could detract from the experience of other guests, they will deny admission. So again, you've got to think about that, and you're not going to be allowed to pose as the character, i.e. little girls aren't going to be able to come up and have the picture taken with you pretending to be Snow White. Not allowed. No. Got to be family friendly.
Obviously.
You've got to think about weapons, because you're not allowed a weapon in a Disney theme park. I know for some people that might be a shock news. But you've got to think, am I wearing something that has something that's sticky outy that might hurt another guest, etc. And it is important, if you are at the park in that time, you do go through the rules, because the last thing anyone wants is for you to be all dressed up at the entrance and be turned away.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit of common sense, isn't it? Embrace what they're offering you, but don't take liberties with it.
And of course, a big thing is wear your mask.
Of course, goes without saying.
Yeah. So thinking about the popcorn bucket, have you seen the trio that click together to make the Hitchhiking Ghosts? They've brought this back again. Yes,
yeah, they are cute.
They're huge, though.
Well, yeah, but they always are with these popcorn buckets, aren't they? They're, I think the amount of moulding that they've got to put into them kind of dictates they're going to have to be of a,
True.
a good size.
True. I'm interested to see what the Madame Leota sipper's going to be like, because it looks like it's a glass orb with her head in the middle, and then like a sort of a base to it. It looks very unusual, but the pictures I've seen are not very clear, so it'll be interesting to see where you put the straw.
Yes, I must admit, I've done exactly the same with you. I've looked at a couple of photos, and it's like, yes, okay, I can see it's Madame Leota, and I can't quite figure out, because the angle that they've taken the photos from is kind of looking up at it rather than straight on or top down, so you can't see how the mechanism for it all works. But I'm sure it will sell quite nicely for them.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's think of park by park if there's any treats on offer that are tantalising your taste bud, Jane. What about over at the Magic Kingdom?
Well, anything that says cinnamon in, I'm kind of drawn to, to be fair. So you have got Mickey Cinnamon Roll, which obviously is what it is. It's a Mickey-shaped cinnamon roll, just got a bit of orange and white icing on. But the cinnamon donuts are quite cute because they're served in a Hitchhiking Ghost novelty container. So that's quite, got these like little donuts that are sandwiched into a gravestone, effectively. They're quite cute.
How clever of Disney. You've got to track down 3 different snacks to get the trio to make up the whole popcorn bucket.
Oh, you cynic, you, Michelle.
I know. I am being very much tempted by the Constance for Better or Worse wedding cake. This is so in my sense of humour. A mini wedding cake with an axe on top. So perfect.
It is cute, actually, yeah.
This one's available at Liberty Square Market, and it is a citrus lemon cake with raspberry Bavarian cream. So it's going to look like there's blood dripping down when you cut into it.
Yeah. It does look very pretty, and actually I quite like the idea of having the lemon and raspberry. I think that would be quite a nice flavour to devour.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it looks so pretty. And then on top of that, you're going to have your pumpkin flavours. You can go in your Starbucks and you can get your good old PSL, and I haven't had one yet. I saw it being advertised as it was available in the USA, so I will be watching my inbox from Starbucks very closely. But you've got the pumpkin spice waffle sundae, which, oh...
Well, there's Mickey waffle, so it must be all right,
You can't go wrong with a Mickey waffle. And they've got a nice quartet of cinnamony treats available. There's milkshakes, there's a soft serve sundae, and there's a float. Very delicious, I am sure, and no doubt we'll be seeing these all over our Instagrams any minute now. Going to a more substantial route, there is a burger.
Looks very substantial.
It's got a great big pile of potato barrels to pack it out, and it comes with a bite from sriracha aioli.
Yeah, it's a proper meal and a half, that one, looking at it. And of course, you could follow it up with an apple cupcake, so they're not a poison apple cupcake. That'll go down nicely quite after that, I think.
Pinocchio Village House.
Yeah.
Oh, pecan crunch buttercream.
Yeah, that does look, yeah.
Yeah. You'll be able to go get yourself an orange and black sugar churro as well.
Yeah, might do.
You will do. You will.
I will. Oh, okay, I will do then. All right.
We'll just have one virtually. Now, last year I debated over and over, should I get the orange Mickey pumpkin popcorn bucket sent to me? And I worked out it would cost me more money than a year's worth supply of popcorn would to get it shipped. But oh my word, the popcorn bucket is so darn cute. They've got a little ivy leaf on the top of his head, and the lanyard has got, I want it. I want it.
Yeah, it is. It is very cute. But like you say, these things tend to be rather on the large side, don't they?
Yeah, and they've brought out a new Oogie Boogie one, and it's got light up eyes. And oh my word, that year I brought you one back from Disneyland, it barely fit in the case.
Yeah, you're kind of having to pack around it and pack in it, aren't you, to get it home? It's ridiculous, really.
I know. I had to stuff it with socks. It's like, I've got to put something in it. I don't want to put my dirty ninnies in it, so I put my socks in it.
I'm glad you said that.
I know. I didn't want to do things like that. You're a good buddy. I didn't know you'd be having popcorn or whatever out of it. So, yeah, we did that. So hopping over to Epcot, and there's another awesome collection of wonderful things that are available. There's going to be a liquid nitro cake pop, and this is only on Halloween, and this looks amazing. There's quite a lot at the moment, isn't there, with the liquid nitro cake pops? They do look fantastic when they produce them, I have to say. Very much a spectacle, something to go and get, isn't it? Yeah. There's the Green Cauldron premium popcorn bucket as well. Another big one. Yeah. And you've got cookies, you've got cupcakes, you've pretty much traditional Epcot-y type fare there. Nothing that really jumps out and says, stop everything and go now. But you might be tempted by one or two of the beverages. The beverages? The beverages. There is a rotten apple punch. Right. Which is an alcoholic beverage. It's got Fireball cinnamon whiskey over ice with rock candy, apple straw, a poison apple glow cube, and gummy worms. Ooh. So you imagine when you dip a gummy worm in alcohol. I have done that before. How did I guess? It especially if you leave them to soak. That's all I will say. Okay, I believe you. Just do it carefully, folks. All right. They're selling a purple version of the cauldron for popcorn. So I'm just sort of thinking, there's a theme going here. They like these cauldrons, don't they? Yeah, it's like you said before about the Hitchhiking Ghost. It's a case of I suppose it's like anything with Disney, isn't it? You start your animation collection off and it turns into how many thousands. And it's the same thing with this, isn't it? If you're going to collect popcorn buckets, you're going to have to collect popcorn buckets, aren't you? Over at Hollywood Studios, they've got a poison candied apple, which is an apple and caramel mousse covered in red glaze and crunchy candy base. And I love the idea of it, but question, Trolley Car Cafe is basically your Starbucks. So you've got your latte in your one hand and your apple-y thing in another. You're going to have to find somewhere to sit down to eat it to take your mask off. So then you're going to be juggling a mask, and this looks like something you're going to need an eating implement, whether it be spoon or fork. I'm not sure about that. And it's the same with the cannoli that they've got, and also the box of buns, chocolate eclair. These are all things I don't see as finger food. But you're in a theme park. Would you be literally eating finger food? I wouldn't be. I'd be using cutlery every single time.
Yes, I think. And to be fair to these, they do look rather squishy.
Yeah.
So even at the best of times, regardless of whatever else is going off in the world, I'm a lady. I don't want to be making a mess of myself. I'd like to have a utensil, please. Don't you laugh at me when I say I'm a lady.
I'm a lady. I'm just thinking of Little Britain.
To be put that way.
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, there's some more alcoholic beverages available as well. And surprise, surprise, there is an orange cauldron premium popcorn bucket. So they're really milking their popcorn cauldrons this year.
Well, they're going to have to get some money back somewhere, aren't they? That says the cynic in me.
Oh, I know. But it looks like it's going to be an absolutely wonderful season for food and drink. I am glad that Disney are putting in some effort this year. I don't want them just to sort of say, oh, well, it's COVID time, we won't bother. It's nice to see that they are doing that. I feel that those people who are going have got a duty to share their love and share their pictures. And Definitely. It's nice to see so many people are doing that. And also sharing the love with the wonderful, amazing cast members who work there. And Lise said about the recent incident at the theme park with people refusing to wear masks.
Yeah, just put a mask on, yeah.
Nice
Get over
and
it.
Simple.
Mm.
So that's basically this week's podcast. A little bit of amusing about Donald, some food and drink and Halloween goodness. I think I am going to go sort myself out to write some quiz questions for Sunday's quiz. If you want to join in, all you have to do is join our Disney Dream Girls podcast family. We have a couple of requirements. You do need to be someone who wants to share their Disney life with other people. And we put a link on there every Sunday to our Zoom quiz. And we give out a little prize each week, and it's a bit of a chuckle, a bit of fun, where we check in with each other, check we're all okay. And as we've said all the way through this COVID thing, mental health is the most important thing you need to look after right now, because it is a silent killer. So many people I know have been impacted because of their mental health problems during this. It is horrific. Our services in this country are overwhelmed. Current waiting lists are up to a year for help and support if you've got an issue. Well, you are never alone with your Disney Dream Girls friends and family. You can always reach out to any one of us and we will be there for you if you need any help. So please, we're there. We're good people on the Dream Girls family, and we like to think that we will look out for each other and be there for each other, even if it's just a bit of a listening ear every now and again. So please reach out, please listen in, and we'll be there to help you. Jayne, what are you up to the rest of the week apart from preparing for the inevitable back to work?
Well, yes, this is it. It's back to work next week. It's working my way through a lot of stuff that we've inherited that is finding its way onto eBay. And then I will be quiz mastering on Sunday with questions that I'm going to put out there now have not been written by me. They have been written by Molly, my daughter. I have no responsibility for the content of the questions. I'm just getting that out there in the public forum now, so nobody shout at me. There you go.
And I better go and dig out a couple of prizes to be able to send off to people. I think the week ahead for me, I have started knitting myself a snuggly duggly pocket shawl, and I'm really excited about this one because it's got all your autumn colours. It's got some greens, some browns, some oranges. It looks lovely and snug, but I've only knitted about 3 inches of it and it needs to be about 60 inches long, so I need to crack on with those needles a little bit. But it's been a bit of a busy time in my house, so I think I need some me time before I end up going back to work. Anyway, thank you ever so much for listening in. please, please, please make sure you follow us on our social media channels at Diz Dream Girls on Twitter and Instagram. If you would like to leave us a revised or a new iTunes review, it would be really much appreciated because it helps other Disney Dream Girls fans find us and enjoy the content that we aim to put out for you each and every week, from our heart to your ears. Anyway, until next week, it's a goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
This podcast is part of the After Dark Podcast Network.